Hey guys, this is Rick at Tasty Guitar. Today I'm going to be taking a very simple chord progression out of a classic soul tune, Let's Do It Again by the Staple Singers, a great song, and arrange it for solo fingerstyle guitar. To get the free tab on this lesson and over 200 more, be sure to come by TastyGuitar.com and subscribe on the bottom of the homepage. And I also want to give a special shout out to Diaz Dark. Congrats, Diaz. You are the winner of the Funk Rhythm Challenge that we did a couple weeks ago. Enjoy your 1-year membership at Tasty Guitar. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is show you the chord progression and a simple bass line connecting those chords for the classic Staple Singers song, Let's Do It Again. All right, guys, so the basic chord changes here were E major to a C sharp minor 7, A major, F sharp minor 7 to a B over A or B7 sus. Okay, so basically 1, 6, 4, 2, 5 chord progression in the key of E. All right, so what we're doing is just playing those chord changes and then linking those chords together with that simple bass line. All right, so we're going to link that E major up with the bass line here, which moves to G sharp, the third of the chord, kind of sliding in there. Then go to the B, the fifth of the chord, landing on that C sharp minor 7 chord. You're going to hit the chord again. And then you're going to continue a bass line moving down to the B note here, kind of holding the chord while going down to the B with your pinky and then the G sharp with your index finger there. So here's what you have so far. All right, then you're going to move into the A major, moving down to the F sharp minor 7. You can hit that A major bar chord there. Hit the G sharp note in passing as a bass note. Go down to the F sharp minor 7, hit that chord twice, and then you're going to end it by going to that B over A. Hold that with your barred index finger, and then on the and of beat 4, we're kind of hammering on from the B to the C sharp note. And that just kind of helps us get back to the 1 chord. So all together, here is the really basic groove. Again, here's the entire progression. All right, now in the next level of this groove, we're going to start to incorporate a right hand slap to kind of imitate a snare drum. Let's check this out. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is kind of alter the bass line a little bit to keep beat 2 open so that we can come down with that right hand slap. Otherwise, we're going to have to play that bass note and the slap at the same time, which is pretty tricky to do. Okay, so here's what we had before. Right there, 1 E and a 2, right? But now what we're doing is 1 and a, 1 and a. Okay, slightly different timing. Now we got beat 2 open. And what you're going to do is just come down with the right hand on dead strings. So mute over here with your left hand, just cover everything up. Come down with the right hand just on dead strings. Kind of in a fist, but you know, not a clenched fist like this. Just kind of come down on the strings like this. Again. 1, 2. Then we're going to go hit that C sharp minor 7 chord again. Same thing what we did before. Right after that is beat 4, and you're again going to come down on the dead strings on that little slap. Right after that, you're just going to continue on with that same bass line that we did in the first arrangement of this, the B note followed by the G sharp. Again. And then the second pass here, what we're going to do is add a passing chord. So I have that A major chord, but then I'm going to go to an E over G sharp. So it kind of follows the bass line. We had that little passing bass line of G sharp before, but now we're going to add a chord to it. So basically it's an E over G sharp, followed by the slap, down to your F sharp minor 7. So that's 1 E and a 2. 2. Let that F sharp minor 7 chord ring out. Right there on the and of beat 3, you're going to go to the B over A. On beat 4, come down with another slap. Again. And then you're going to hammer on the B to the C sharp note at the end. So here is that backbeat version all together very slowly. And now let's repeat it. In the next level of the groove here, we're just going to add some simple ghost notes by hitting muted strings. Check this out. All right, adding these ghost notes, it's a very subtle thing. You might not even notice it at first, but it does add a lot of funk to the thing. Okay, so what we're going to do here is put a couple little ghost notes with the thumb on dead strings, the dead A string or the dead E string. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play it very slow, come back and break it down. Okay, so pretty much I just put them in a few spots here. We start exactly the same. Right after the slap there, you're going to hit the A string dead. So just kind of mute down there with your left hand. Okay, subtle but adds a lot of groove. Hit the C sharp minor 7 chord again. Right after the slap, I'm going to go to the bass line. Then hit another dead ghost note there, this time on the open E string, or actually the muted E string. There it is, just kind of plucking that low E string. Then we're going to do that same descending chord progression, the A, E over G sharp, down to the F sharp minor 7, but we're going to put these little ghost notes in between. So listen to this. All right, A, move into that shape of the E over G sharp, but hit that dead low E string. Slap, mute it again, down to the F sharp minor 7 chord. To the A over B, slap. Again, I'm just kind of pulling these 3 strings, which is just, again, kind of a ghost note thing. Hammering on to the C sharp. To So here's what it's going to sound like adding those ghost notes really slowly. Again, real slow. And in the final pass here, we're going to add a nice little tasty fill at the end of the groove to kind of tie it all together. Check this out. All right, so let me go ahead and show you the fill that I played in this last couple beats here of the second measure. Everything else before that is exactly the same as the last thing we did with the ghost notes. All right, so the first part of this fill right after the F sharp minor 7 chord, I'm going to come down on a right hand slap right on beat 3. Right there. Then I went up to this shape, which is an F sharp minor, just kind of out of the bar chord shape there. Pull that off to an E. Right there is your E, just kind of the E bar chord, but play with the first finger. Dead A string, kind of plucked with the thumb. Then go back to the same 2 chords, F sharp minor, to the E, and then but pluck them both this time. Down to the F sharp minor right here, and that's it. Okay, and then I'm going to turn it around and start the progression back over. The only difference on the repeats is I started on this voicing of the E chord, which I'm just kind of hitting the top 3 strings instead of the middle 3. And I do that because it kind of creates a nice little melody on the top. Right there with that fill. Start over. Hope you enjoyed the lesson, guys. I really encourage you to take some classic soul tunes like this. You know, just take some stuff with a simple vamps and try to arrange it for solo guitar like this. Be sure to start slow, isolate difficult sections, and then put everything back together. I'll see you next time.